Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to continue on with some Dawntrail. Last time I believe we met the rebel forces and Aaronville's mother, who is not a robotic thing. I think her name was Kakiwa? Yeah, Kakiwa. I got to see her be all enthusiastic and making Aaronville embarrassed, which was fun. And we also got to see some like hunter use that same technology that Zariljaw, or what I think that was his name, Zariljaw used to come back to life. And we got some more information on those, which that was allowed because of the like things that they have on their heads, their brain slugs. This time, hope we're gonna, I don't remember what we were gonna do next, but clearly Graha's thinking about something very intently, so maybe we'll be able to, we'll see what we're doing. Go and talk to Kakiwa and get started. Embracing Oblivion. Well, how about no? Kakiwa regards you with concerned curiosity. I trust you've... Oh, right, she has just a super enthusiastic voice that I wanted to try and mimic. I trust you've gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's so shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed with myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all, but for now, let's head back to Earth and Sky. I do not have a super enthusiastic voice, so it's gonna be difficult for me to try and do that at this rate. There's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. Okay, well, Clement, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you want to discuss, but apparently it's more important than usual. Let's see, let's double check on ether currents. I don't think there's any we can get right here. Yeah, west, it's pretty far over. The closest one is probably, I think I guessed that it was going to be on top of the wall here, which is why I didn't bother getting it. I know when I walked over here, I had to run from this area. So, and then it said that there was one that was like 330 yalms to the south. It was either at the bottom of the wall or right at the top of the wall. Either way, let's go and talk to everyone and continue on. 'Tis well that we could see firsthand how regulators are used, to draw upon even the souls of fiends. I shudder to imagine how Zariljaw could become. Oh yeah, that's for sure. What does Lama T wish to discuss, I wonder? To think that everyone has lived here for 30 years, long enough to become accustomed to the way of life. I understand the argument that we should keep an open mind, if this practice is integral to their culture, but every fiber of my being rails against it. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuliolol and Alexandria. And while Zariljaw knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies within that enormous tower. Everkeep. I thought it was AWS, but okay. That's where they keep the cloud, right? So here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Kakiwa and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. I mean, that's what we were going to do anyway, right? Work with Kakiwa's people and learn about the enemy. Like, that's kind of like, I thought that was a given that that's what we were going to do. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. Ah, okay. That's why we're embracing Oblivion. Okay. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust. But the fact remains that they share our desire to stop Zariljaw. Sphene, too, claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? Because she doesn't quite trust Sphene. I think that's probably a good decision. It's simple, really. Their leader is Aaronville's mother. Well, okay, that's actually a pretty good reason. Meanwhile, whatever Sphene may feel, she's a ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. Another good point. A fair point. And knowing Zariljaw, we must assume that his arrangement with Sphene was not made without some consideration. All I know is that it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree any help we can get would be welcome. Any help? What if Xenos just magically appears? Hold on. There's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Good point. Then again, Aaronville, you've seen how she acts. You can vouch for that, right? Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuliolol. He makes a good point, but at the same time, it's Kakiwa. As you say, we have no proof it is really Kakiwa. But I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zoraljah for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Aaronville. You've always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? If it's a trap, then we'll deal with it when it's sprung. I trust you as well. Nah, we'll deal with the trap when we get there, if it is a trap. That's always the way of it with you. Fine. If you're set on this, I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. Gotta play the intense, amazing music. Oh, we actually gonna walk inside? Yep. Okay, and now I can actually mount up, so let's do that. Alright, Kakiwa, I'm home. I mean, what? Aaronville's home. You know. Okay, there's a lot of people to talk to. Well, I'm all for dealing with Zoraljah. We need to consider how our actions may affect ordinary Alexandrians. They're not the enemy, after all. I agree with Woklamat. It's a gamble regardless of whether or not we choose to work with the people here, and more knowledge is better than less. The Vow of Resolve is possessed of conviction and flexibility both. If the tales are true, she learned much in the course of the Rite of Succession. Oh right, he wasn't there, that's right. With the resources at her disposal, I'm hopeful that Kakiwa and her people will make great allies. I'm unaccustomed to seeing her make decisions like a ruler. Better that than her former vacillating self, though. Hey, Geode. Geode and Nostalgia? These are weird names, but okay. You understand how regulators work now, I trust. It's one of these things that's best seen in action. I mean, we saw it in action before. The wildlife can be very dangerous out there. You need to take care if you don't wear a regulator. But don't worry, I think it's the wildlife that needs to take care if I'm around. Oh, hello again. Kakiwa, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zoraljah. The face. But I thought he was your brother. I mean, he certainly doesn't consider her his sister, that's for sure. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? I mean, he just killed his biological father, so like, I don't think he's really in the family anymore. My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As Vow of Resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zoraljah. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I've realized this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal, so fight with me, I beg you. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While you've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust us? Oh, how could we not trust you? That makes a lot more sense. Besides, how could we not trust you? Aaronville's here. My only son is with you, my fussy little bun-bun. He's all the reason I need. Poor Aaronville. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. Thank you, Kakiwa. Everyone. Together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. Then let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zeralja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides in the uppermost level, of course he does. But while Queen Sveen has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. Well, that sounds like a good opportunity. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zeralja will eventually march on Tuliolol again. That's when we can go after him. That seems a little too late. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Yeah, that's about right. Innocents would be put in harm's way. That's also what I was thinking. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. That does not sound like him, though. No, he'll take the field. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliolol. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Koana, who bested him in the right of succession. That sounds like a pretty easy feat to me, but okay. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm, but if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. How exactly? Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him. Show absolutely no interest in confrontation. Ah, then he's gonna get impatient. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Koana instead. Attack Tuliolol again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we have no objections. Any campaign against Tuliolol requires that Zeralja lead his forces through Vanguard. We'll have lookouts keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to repair their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Y'shtola, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades apprised of developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word at the first sign of seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zeralja to move, you'd do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourselves with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. You'll be impressed to know that we're located right inside the tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. Well, that sounds, convenient, but okay. Hiding a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. Can't we just ask Sphene to let us in? Ah, about that. Yeah, that's right. She literally said that she could just get us in there. Ah, about that. Sphene said that she'd make it so we could enter without issue. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she could register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? Okay, Rockhead. After all, names are good to know when working together. I mean, okay. We're gonna forget all of them. Alright, let's talk to everyone again. Between making new friends and entering the tower, I can't help but feel a little excited. Elsa, you might even get a chance to fight. Of course you're gonna get excited. Is it just me, or are Aaronville and Kakiwa a complete opposite in personality? Yeah, I noticed that. The intelligence that Kakiwa and her people possess will be very useful to our efforts. If this isn't their main headquarters, I can't imagine what the actual place is like. It's eerie hearing my mother's voice come from that peculiar machine. Understandable. If Kakiwa trusts you, then so do we. Nice to meet you. You can say something a little bit more Wakaiwi, or whatever your name is. Wayakwi, whatever. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, Rockhead? While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Geode, the leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayakwi, that I practiced before. I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. By the way, I know all of these are supposed to have like American accents, like slightly southern twang to them, but I'm not gonna, I know I tried to do that in Shalana because it was like Wild West, but no, I'm not gonna do it as much for these people. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. I mean, I already have an American accent, so I guess it's appropriate. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Wayakwi and Ton is a Tonwatan name, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, I was thinking of that too. That's right. Our mother is Tuliolon, and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Kryl, is that really necessary? Thank you. Though I have no memory of my mother, I'd like to think I carry a part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Yeah, I thought that's where this was going. Ambrose was his name, and years ago, he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to hope that he'd be released. But when months went by with no word from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost our memories of our mother, We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten him now. Everybody who had known him. That bastard. Even here, he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the Order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. It's pretty dark outside, you didn't really do that much more. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together we'll avenge your father. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. I think you're the only one here, but okay. Although she does seem like abnormally confident now after like the last couple of quests. You introduced yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. And well, my name is Tanawatan name. I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. Right, they were born in here. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes. Our mother's homeland. Yeah, it's a whole lot of dust, but okay. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious, well I can agree with that, and everyone's so nice. You'll love it. And that's us here. You'll meet the others in the back room. The back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts, all. That's a weird way to phrase that, but okay. Why don't you say they all have good hearts? He's gonna call them Arnold's original name. Oh, I don't know how to say it. One last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kukiwa. She talks about you so much. It's clear how important you are to her. ... That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. I get some cake. Let's see, it's healing food. I'm never gonna use that. Oh, another? Meanwhile, in Everkeep. Oh, there's the servers. It really is AWS. Okay, we see Sveen is that Zeralja? Yeah, I think that's Zeralja with his getup.
You've been consulting with Wook Lamont.
Yeah.
No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me.
What a great guy.
Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Okay, so she still needs his power to hold something back.
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wook Lamont bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path.
No.
I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I think he wants to, though.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment.
Jeez, dude.
Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse.
This guy.
Uklamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
That's right, when we did the flashback, not the flashback.
They are still your
last
siblings,
feat.
even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
He cares about literally no one except himself.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family.
Jeez, dude.
If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason.
Jeez, dude, this guy's so awful.
Uklamat, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
This guy just, like, wants to kill everyone. It's like that's literally his only motive. He's in, I mean, it's his inferiority complex. He was inferior to his father, and then he wanted to prove himself, but then his father was weak, so now he's trying to find other ways to prove himself. Which involves slaughtering everything Oklamat loves. Okay, let me double check with the quests. Obviously I just got to level 98. Okay, so level 98. I think I got warrior to 98 already, so no, 97. I'm not going to worry about that. I'll worry about that once we actually, like, there's going to be a dungeon eventually. Yeah, but it's not for a while. So, oh, actually that's level 99. So I'm not going to worry about that. Next, like the next one we're going to get into AWS. I mean, solution 9. Let's go ahead and talk to everyone and check if they have anything different. At long last, we're entering the tower. Not that I'm excited or anything. Not unduly. Graha, please. Nostalgia and Wakawi remind me of Alphanode and myself. Similar, but so different. We should chat sometime. Trade twin tales. I don't think Alphanode would care about that. It takes no small amount of courage to oppose Zoralja and his army. The members of Oblivion must be driven indeed. By the way, you'll want to watch yourselves around the mechanical soldiers roaming outside. They're malfunctioning and may attack. Unprovoked. That does not sound like a... Oh, he means the enemies outside. Okay. They say the sky outside the barrier is truly beautiful. I'd love to see it one day. My sister is something of an introvert, so I take it on myself to watch over her. Ah, that's the introvert she's adopted. A true extrovert. By the same token, though, she's extremely cautious and observant. That makes her great at reconnaissance. 12th help her if she's mentioned anything embarrassing. Poor Aaronville. Solution 9. What about solution 8? And 7, and 6, and 5? I'm sure we'll learn about those later. Wuklamot is eager to head to Everkeep. Actually, yeah, we probably will. Those are probably the things that they, Have there been 8 calamities? Anyway, we'll get to that eventually. Wuklamot is eager to head to Everkeep. Right. Kakiwa is waiting. Let's head to the tower. Alright, let's head on out. And infiltrate AWS. Maybe we can get into the server rooms. Maybe I can get some free EC2 instances. I mean, what? Okay, so the tower, let's go ahead and check the Aether Current, although it's probably just, yeah, southwest. Because there's probably one up here, like I mentioned earlier, but we can't get it yet. Yeah, it looks just like AWS. I mean, what? Ah, there's Kakiwa. And a mechanical sentry. Now, why don't they just detain her if they know that she's like the leader of like the rebel army? I mean, I know it's just a robot, so I guess it doesn't matter. The core system is presently updating registered user data. Okay, well, yeah, we'll have to wait till that finishes. Of course they're doing updates. I thought they ran mostly Linux, not Windows. How are they doing updates? Ah, there you are. If Queen Sphene has registered you as guests, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, well, then you'll die. Then you may have a swarm of Zeralja's minions to deal with. Well, that'll be fine. Nothing for it but to see if Sphene has betrayed us, eh? Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you'd be so kind. Ouch, why is there, they're like unnaturally still. Outrunner guide unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Oh, did she forget to give us IAM credentials? Those are always a pain to figure out. She forgot to give us the entrance permission. Credentials verified. Welcome guests of Queen Sphene. What relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. Nice, now I can see the ERP benches. I mean, what? I forget, I think there was some reason I wanted to get here for, like, crafting and stuff. Oh, no, I wanted to get to the next zone so that I could, like, get some more the rest of the gathering stuff, and then I would be able to finish off the Dawntrail leaves. I mean, I could just buy the stuff, but I'd rather just gather it myself.
Everkeep, a tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds.
Reminds me of Almirad a
Occupying
bit.
the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Zactral, Solution 9.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Doesn't everything do that?
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed the light back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore? I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zeralja's dominion, do you not?
I mean, yeah, but should you really be saying that in the middle of in public like this? You had me an explorer. We do need to better understand who and what we're dealing with. Yeah, let's go with that.
It's no less than our duty.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Lovely. As Bean's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. Ah, the elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
He just wants to
Try
geek
not
out.
to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later.
They really wanted to explore.
I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
That's right, that's why that's the real reason she's here.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That, I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe. But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in her. You must have been through a lot together.
Just the end of the universe. Oh, actually, Erinville didn't.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Kalanispia, why didn't you mention this sooner?
Wasn't that his mission from her?
You want to explore together?
Oh, come on, are you asking me out? Didn't I tell your father
It's
that I'm not
that
dating?
I'm
We're not
scared or
dating.
Anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
I thought I made it very clear that we're not dating, okay? But let me make it clear, this is not a date. Okay, well, come on, you got that? Okay, I gotta... Oh, this place is bigger than I thought it was. I mean, I guess they want to make it at least decently big. Because, the government sector. We probably don't want to go to that area. So what's this gonna be? Oh, sights? Sightseeing? I don't know, I'll look that up eventually. And then this is probably some crafting stuff. Oh, this is probably a scrip vendor or something like that. Especially since they're level 90, they're probably like sightseeing points. I already got the sightseeing point quest. Anyway, again, I'll figure that out later. Let's talk to Book of Lamont and continue on with the story. Towers inside a tower. I see it, but I still can't believe it. For now, I say we proceed straight ahead. If we feel like we're getting lost, we can always turn around and go back the way we came. Well, can't we just look at the map? What map? Nothing. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab this Aethernet shard. It's not an Aetherite shard. I'll try and grab the ones that we get close to. You can't mount up here, right? Yeah. There's a big Aethernet shard up in the middle there. Oh, right, duh. Of course there's a one. You can just teleport directly there. This is gonna be like the other secondary towns that they have. I'm thinking mainly of like Idleshire, but that's like much smaller than this. Make sure to attune to this, of course. As I always say, I've forgotten once, I'm gonna make sure I don't forget again. Forecast terminal. It's not a person, it's a terminal. Because usually there's somebody studying the weather vane and stuff to tell you when your fish are up. Ah, a crossroads already. This place is too much. I've no idea where I should go. Right, I've just made up my mind. Welcome on, please. Let's head to that building there. Okay. Let's head to that building there. And that was a quick quest. Go ahead and do the next one as well. I think that'll actually wrap up this section. I think this will be like level 90's last level 97 quest. Right? Yeah, so the next one is the last level 97 quest. We'll definitely do that today. I can understand why she's daunted by this, though. Or intimidated, whatever word it should be.
Ah! There you are! Lamati!
I still think your dress is really pretty.
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Is she actually decently tall? I mean, obviously, Wuklamot and I are tall, so...
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Oh, a request, you say?
Yes, an important one.
But you can ask if we want strawberry or vanilla ice cream. I personally
I'll
want
say it
chocolate,
plain.
though.
I want you to make peace with Zeralda.
No!
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
She wants to protect her people.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods.
So why can't we just
Be
kill
that
him?
as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste.
Now, she has ulterior motives here. My guess is that...
Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I'm guessing that he stopped some, like, calamity that was gonna kill all of her people. And, like, stopped some stuff that was, like, killing her people. And they made some sort of sacrifice to do so. And she doesn't want to say what that is. Because she's also ashamed of, like, what the decisions she had to make in the past. And by killing Zeralda, it will let whatever force he's holding back come back. You know, like when we killed Zodiark. And then we're gonna have to take care of whatever the real thing is that's that Zeralda is holding back. I don't know if Zeralda's gonna be the final boss, or if it's gonna be the thing that he's holding back. But in either case, the solution should be, we'll take care of whatever Zeralda is doing. Also, you're severely underestimating my abilities.
I appreciate your concern, but you ask the impossible. Zeralda murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him.
Yeah, he's still gonna go and kill everyone.
I know you love your people too. And so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
I do understand. All too well.
But she'd
Let
like
me
have to kill her
say
father or
only
family or
this,
something.
then. Zeralda will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can.
Now, we're taking the initiative. We're taking it to Zeralda.
It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But, unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
You really are a curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihyolal. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please.
Never fear. I'll be there alongside her. Yeah, that's what you say. I won't yield to this either. Yeah. Don't fear, I'm here.
So you have comrades on whom you can rely. I envy you.
I mean, Sven, you can just come over here.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
There we go. That's a good question.
About me?
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy.
It's a bit blunt,
So,
but it's the
if
truth.
you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
Plus, Pokemon doesn't know where to go next.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around? Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself. If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
I mean, that would probably be pretty helpful.
By all means, we're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour, I promise.
Oh, I'm sure it will be.